Welcome to Avengers Week here on Professor Thorgi, and to celebrate my favorite superhero team, don't tell the Justice League, I'm doing multiple videos this week dedicated to Earth's mightiest heroes, and to kick it off, I'm listing the top 10 Avengers we need to see in the next movie. Now, this of course won't include the characters that we know are coming, like Captain Marvel and Black Panther, and also I'm recording this before Avengers Age of Ultron premieres in America, meaning that while I know some new characters are set to premiere in it, I have yet to see it. So A, be cool everybody, no spoilers, and B, it means I might have someone on this list who is already going to be in that movie. But okay, enough with the rules, it's time to assemble the Avengers! Number 10, Amadeus Cho. Yes, his time on the Avengers might have been short, but the Marvel Cinematic Universe needs some more big brains. Sure, they have Tony Stark and they're about to get T'Challa, but the Avengers need someone who will focus entirely on intellect rather than using their smarts just to punch people. Plus, let's be honest, imagine how fun it would be to see Tony Stark lose his cool when he gets shown up by a 12-year-old. Number 9, Hercules. Speaking of Amadeus Cho, his best bud Herc would be a great addition to the Avengers. So far in the MCU, we've only seen the gods of the Norse mythology, so I'd love to see how they would incorporate the other godly realms. Plus, for anyone who read the Incredible Herc series, you know the goofy fun dialogue of the Marvel films would flow naturally out of this big bearded hero. Number 8, Mantis. The Avengers need a character who will help them connect later on with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and not only has Mantis been a member of both teams, but she's also had close ties with Kang the Conqueror. And after Infinity War is over with, Kang would be the natural next villain for the team to face. Now, I've heard a lot of rumors that say she'll be the mysterious woman at the party that we see in the trailer for Age of Ultron, so if it turns out that's true, then just substitute Moondragon at this spot on the list because she's the daughter of Drax the Destroyer. She'd be another great way to tie those two film franchises together. Number 7, Spider-Woman. There are already hints that Carrie-Anne Moss is going to play her in the Jessica Jones series, and if that does turn out to be true, then I'd love to see Jessica Drew pop up in the Avengers next. Plus, it makes a lot of sense. She's Captain Marvel's best friend, so she'd be a natural supporting character in that movie, and Black Widow can't be the only super spy on the team. Number 6, Moon Knight. Moon Knight would make a far better Netflix series than a character in the movies, but despite their infighting, the Avengers are still a pretty unified team under one house. I would love to see a complete nut job like Moon Knight thrown into the mix. Some guy who is so crazy he'd actually stand up to the Hulk when he's on a rampage. Granted, he'd be liquefied into paste, but it would still be fun to see. And he wouldn't even have to be a full-time member of the team. He'd also be a great character to serve as Nick Fury's personal deep throat, who he meets on rooftops for information. Number 5, Kate Bishop. So far, Clint Barton has gotten the least attention out of any of the Avengers. Now, I know he's supposed to get a lot more focus in Age of Ultron, but again, haven't seen it yet. But giving him his own protege, who refuses to even be called his own protege and talks back to him, arguing with him and showing him up in the heat of battle, wouldn't just give us a brand new character who would fit perfectly into the quirky and witty dialogue and scenarios of this universe, but it would also give us some more depth to Clint Barton at the same time. Number 4, Wonder Man. Most of the Avengers we've seen so far have treated being an Avenger like a massive responsibility. So I would love to see Wonder Man, a professional Hollywood actor and stuntman, show up and sign some autographs and go on late-night talk shows, showing us just how fun being a hero actually is. And I'll just throw it out there. For the smiling, winking, charismatic hero, I've got to throw Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson into the ring. But sadly, he's playing Black Adam over at DC. Maybe next time, Fancast. Maybe next time. Number 3, She-Hulk. Nothing against Black Widow and the Scarlet Witch, but this Avengers roster needs some more ladies on there. Some ladies who are strong enough to punch alien invaders into space. And She-Hulk is one of the most popular choices for this. Plus, just like Kate Bishop, putting Jen on the team would provide some more backstory to another member of the team, and it seems like every month we hear another story about how Marvel is currently courting a new comedy writer for a secret project. Well, what better comedic hero does Marvel currently have? If you have Jen show up in the Avengers and then spin off into her own ABC TV series, you've got yourself a hit on your hands. Number 2, Spectrum. When the Avengers go up against Thanos, they're going to need some extra firepower, and Monica Rambeau is one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel Universe. With her ability to transform into and absorb any type of energy, we would have a character who could surpass even Thor. Plus, she was a leader of the team for many years, and if Captain America gets taken out of commission at any part of this movie, they would need someone to step up and take control. And, just on a personal note, she's one of my favorites, so yeah, okay, I'm a little bit biased. And, at the number 1 spot, the Wasp. Okay, before you all jump on your keyboards and start writing, but it was confirmed that she died years ago in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They said she was already dead at the start of Ant-Man. Yes, it was confirmed through interviews that Janet Van Dyne would be dead in Ant-Man. She doesn't die during the movie, so this isn't a spoiler. It starts off with her already dead. So yes, Janet Van Dyne is already dead in the MCU, and if the MCU has taught me anything, it's that when someone dies, they're dead for good. Right? Right. It's not like they have an entire TV series based around a character who died, or had a major villain die twice and yet come back for another movie. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Jan is one of the most important members of the Avengers. She's got a fun, upbeat attitude that would play great with the tone of the Marvel movies, and she's led the team in the past. In other words, she's meeting the requirements for almost half the characters I have on this list all rolled into one person. And you could easily bring her back to life. They say she's going to die in an explosion in Ant-Man, but if the explosion is the one that gave birth to the Pym particles, then maybe she didn't die at all. She just got shrunk down to a subatomic universe, much like she did in the comics. And maybe at the end of Ant-Man, he and Yellow Jacket will be fighting and their suits get damaged and they keep shrinking down till they enter this subatomic universe, and then Jan finds them and repairs their suits and she's able to come back with them. And okay, I might have already put too much thought into this, but trust me, there are ways that you can bring her back. So Marvel, just go ahead and do it. She's got a very loyal fan base and is one of the most popular female characters in the entire Marvel universe. Janet Van Dyne deserves a chance to shine. Oh hey, that rhymes. But no matter who they add to the franchise, as a lifelong Avengers fan, I'll be excited to see any of them show up. Just like I'll be excited to hear what you guys have to say. Nice segue, huh? Let me know in the comments below who you want in a future Avengers movie. And if you like this video, then please subscribe and share it all over the net. Thank you guys, and remember to come back later this week for more Avengers videos, and go check out my other channel, Geekery 101, where I give short educational intro videos to the world of geek culture, where I'll also have an Avengers tribute coming up this week. Thanks again.